All right, so this is the pregame show for the 30-day business, how to build a profitable business in 30 days. Let's talk a little bit about preparation, things that you need to get in order so that you can make the most of the 30 days ahead. Okay, so first things first, like these are just housekeeping items. So you'll want to have a place to document everything. There's going to be exercises, there's going to be writing that you do to capture your thoughts. There's also going to be writing that you're going to want to do that will be used for marketing later on. So you need a place to document and to hold on to the things that you create content-wise during this 30-day period. Now I have a blog post that I published that you can go through all these elements, but I wanted to create a video for those of you that don't like reading. The next thing you'll want to do is make sure that you block off time every single day for the 30 days. This is going to be anywhere between 1 and 5 hours. This is a real time commitment. This isn't a set it and forget it situation. This is, hey, let's build something that is meaningful. Let's build something that I can sell. Let's build a business that is sustainable. And in order to do that, you need to invest the time. So block off every day for the 30 days, anywhere between 1 and 5 hours. You might be done in less time than that, but you might actually end up taking more time than that. And you might want to. This is, of course, your passion project, and this is the way that you want to make money. So block off the time every day. And then two items of, everything else is going to be given to you on a daily basis. You're going to get the information you need every day, and the work will be given in explanations of what it is that you're doing every single day. But there's two things I want to point out that has to do with like your motivation and your endurance. The first one is you need to appreciate the fact that you will mess up a lot and often, and that's okay. And you need to be okay with that being okay. You need to be okay with failure. The reason is because if you do not fail, then that means you're never trying anything new. That means you're only trying things that you're already good at. And if your life is filled with that, then you're never going to build something that is bigger than yourself. You need to be okay with failure, and you need to be okay during the next 30 days with falling down a lot and often. So there's that one. And then the final one I wanted to say was that you need to have your support structure in place. Now, it's often referred to as a support system, but systems imply that there is some sort of an input, and without the input, the system doesn't function. In the case here, you actually are your own input, and so you don't want it to be a system, because if you fail, or you don't want to wake up one day, or you don't want to put in the work one day, then the system turns off because you are the input. A support structure is something that is almost like an inanimate object. Think of a building that's made out of steel. That is a structure. And it doesn't matter what your emotions are. It doesn't matter how much sleep you got. It doesn't matter how frustrated you are. If you lean on that structure, then you can be confident that it will stand. You don't need to be the input there. So your support structures, make sure that they're in place, bring them with you to the 30 days, and have those as something that you really rely on as we move forward. Some examples of structures are, well, you have the same calendar events every day for 30 days, or maybe you already have those. Well, bring those with you forward into these 30 days. Again, these are they could be people, but they rarely are. Bring your support structures. Now, as far as like equipment goes or technology that you need to participate, outside of documenting with a computer, of course, you need a computer, right? And potentially a smartphone. Some more advanced things, if you want to go to the next level and actually create your own video series, if you want to create your own video blog, or even do some podcasting while you're doing the 30 days, because it's great to document these things and share them with the people that you're hoping to become your customers. You'll want to do a few things. You'll want video. So you'll need something that will record video. Your iPhone, if you have an iPhone, it's actually one of the very best video recording devices out there. It's not just a great smartphone video recording device. It is a great camera, period. And so don't feel obligated to go spend money on a camera. If you have anything from like the iPhone 7 forward, you're in great shape. Okay. Video editing software, there's a lot of free stuff. Use the free stuff. If you know how to use iMovie on your computer, use iMovie. Okay. You don't need to go spend money on that. For audio, okay, I'm recording this right now with the microphone on my iPhone. Can you hear me okay? Does it sound horrible? Is it muffled? Hopefully not. The audio is fantastic on the devices that you already have. If you have an iPad, which I have an iPad here, the iPad is awesome. If you take it off of the case or out of the case and lay it flat on a flat surface, the iPad records fantastic audio. If you have a MacBook, fantastic audio. The newer ones have better microphones, and be aware that MacBooks will generate some noise from the fans as they heat up. So to avoid that, if you do have a phone, an iPhone or an iPad, I would use those first. But the audio starts getting better when you move up to something like an iMac, where the body of the computer is bigger, and so it dissipates heat better, and so you're going to get less fan noise that you might need to edit out later. As far as audio editing software, you also don't need to go spend money on that. If you are making shorter clips, you can use something that is also free, like GarageBand on your iPhone or your iPad or your Mac. But what I really like to use for these, for audio recordings that don't have video, that are just strictly audio, that would be for a podcast, is an app called Anchor. And there's a link to it in the blog post. Anchor allows you to record your own voice, edit that afterwards, add intros and outros, add sound effects. They have a catalog of music, and I think you can use like an Apple Music account in there. You can also invite people to join you, and it will record you in real time. It's sort of like a phone call being recorded, but you're both on the Anchor platform recording. Once you're done, all those recordings are processed inside of Anchor, and then when you hit publish, it automatically publishes to 8 different podcasting networks. I can't think of an easier platform, and I'm confident that I won't be outgrowing that for any time in the near future. It just does everything for you. I mean, the big podcast platforms, mind you, like Spotify and Apple Podcasts and Google Podcasts and Stitcher and on and on and on. It has all of the networks built in. Oh, and did I mention that it's 100% free? Anchor's free. There's no monthly fee. There's no hosting fee. It's just free. Okay. And so that's about it. So get your motivation together. Get your writing tools ready to go if you're going to be writing all this stuff down, which I highly recommend. You want to be able to capture all this. If you're doing video, don't worry about equipment. Just use your phone. If you're using audio, don't worry about equipment. Just use your phone. Software, same thing. Available, free tools. There's one item that you might want, and that is a tripod or some sort of holder for your phone. You don't want to be holding it. Selfie videos get pretty old pretty fast, and they become difficult to watch as the videos get longer. So if there's one thing that you spend money on, it will be something to mount your phone in for recording, like I'm doing here. So that is it. I'm really looking forward to the next 30 days. This is going to be an outstanding experience. This is going to be like out of this world experience. I'm going to learn a lot. You're going to learn a lot. We're all going to have a ton of fun. And at the end of it, we're going to have built something amazing. So let's jump right in. I'm really excited.